久しぶりだな、
What
Mugiwara.
is up, boys and girls of YouTube? It's your boy Mugiwara Raf back at it again with another deck profile, and I'm gonna showcase my favorite leader, Portgasty Ace, Red Blue from OP13. I'm gonna go over what I played, what I cut eventually at some point because I did try a couple of different cards, different ratios and whatnot, and I think this is the best ratio that's worked for me. Obviously, rotations coming April 1st. Ban list is going to be official April 1st. We're getting OP15 with new cards. So I might go over a few techs here and there for the cards that we're losing. Other than that, let's get into the deck profile. I'm going to start off with our leader, Portgasty Ace. On opponent's attack, you can trash a card from your hand and you give one of your opponents or characters or leader minus 2k during that battle. So it's basically a 2k every single time. You can trash a brick and use that as a 2k counter basically. And when he has a Dawn attached, if you take damage or a character with 6,000 power or less dies, you can draw a card. That's why this deck is so consistent. That's obviously why it's 3 life. If it would have had more, it'd be very unfair. It's already kind of unfair, especially now because I don't have to fear putting post ban lists. I can just have 14, 15 cards in hand for all I care for and get out of a situation. So, yeah. So I'm going to put this to the side. The 1-drops, Ezo, 1k counter, and on play, this is a must-have for. Oh, this is a must-have for. Excuse me. My bad. I choked a little bit. It's a 1k counter on play. You can look at top 5 and add a Whitebeard type pirate character from your 5 to your hand. And then on your opponent's attack, you can trash her, draw one, and then put one at the bottom of the deck. And best card, I know she has another version of herself in, I believe it's a OP5 or OP3 card. It's a red one, but essentially this one's just better because of its trash itself, and you get another card. So if you have a brick, you can put it at the bottom of the deck, get you a counter, or if you want to see a certain card that so you can hit curb, definitely you can do that as well. So I am trying a new tripod, so hopefully it doesn't look too bad. If it does, please let me know. The next 1-drop character is Monkey D. Garp from OP13. He is a 1k counter, and on play, if you're Lido, Sabo, Ace, or Luffy, you're going to look at the top 4 of your deck and you're going to reveal one card with a cost of 3 or more, and you can add it to your hand. Again, same thing. You place the rest at the bottom of the deck. You can get your Marcos, your Red Rocks, your Yamatos, your Iron Whitebeard event. This is probably the second best searcher in the deck other than Ezo. I want to say it's the best one because it adds whatever you need for that situation, or if you're missing a card, you can add it. And if you attach Dawn, it can hit most leaders. I haven't had that yet. I've done it on the sim, not IRL, so next 1-drop is Otama. She is a 1-drop 2k counter, and on play, she will draw 2 and trash 1 if you have 3 or less life. Essentially, if you don't see these 2, you play her, and if you see them, you play whichever you get. If it's Garp or if it's Ezo, doesn't matter which one. This is a utility card. It's a throwaway card, not even utility. I call it a throwaway card. She's Hina from OP12. She's a 2k counter. I'll explain her main effect. So she rests herself and trashes a card, and then you can choose one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 4 or less, and it can't activate blocker. So in a mirror match, it's useful. But I really had it as an extra 2k counter because at some point I think I was playing 8 2k counters only, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. Not sure why, but I did fail a lot. There were times where I needed an extra 2K and it just, didn't happen. One pudding. Reasoning behind it is because at two, it was in my hand every time. Didn't matter what, it was in my hand every single time. At one, it's come up where I needed to get rid of my opponent's hand. That's why this card's banned. There's a reason why she's banned. She's also a 1K, but her effect on play is broken. So unfortunately, this card's banned now. We don't have to worry about losing our hand to pudding, but still, it kind of hurts, kind of doesn't. To Cavendish, the locals where everything went wrong, I ended up playing it at 4 for some reason. Horrible decision. Keep it at 2. If you want to play 4, more power to you. I don't recommend playing him at 4. No counter. It is a 4-drop, and when it attacks you, draw 2, trash 1. So worst case scenario, if you don't see your curve, you can use this to get to it. 4-drop Atmos, 1K counter, and on play, you reveal 2 cards with type including Whitebeard Pirates from your hand, and if your leader has a Whitebeard Pirate, which that's what Ace is also, you return a character with a cost of 4 or less to the opponent's hand. Nothing too crazy. Next is probably the most busted card. Busted blocker, in my opinion, is Marco. So with Marco, he is a 4-cost, 6,000 power character with blocker, and on KO, he'll draw 2. So typically, I'm very aggressive with the deck. I try to keep him alive for a turn or two and then just swing with him. Because essentially, when I put a Dawn on Marco, I just attack for 7. Or if I really have to block with him, I'll block with him. And I'll draw 3 off of 1 with Ace's effect and 2 off of the Marco. So you're going to get infinite amount of resources. The next 4 of is the 5-cost, 6,000 power Yamato. She is also a 1K counter, and on play, if you have 3 or less life, which is what we already have as it is, you can draw 2 cards, and then you give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader. I believe at the beginning of the format for OP13, right before I came in to play One Piece, they were playing the red Yamato, I want to say. The Rush one that did the same thing, but this one's just better because it draws cards. The next card is 6-drop, 4,000 power Uta. She's a blocker, and when you have a character with 10,000 or more power, you can play this card with -4 cost from your hand, and she's a blocker. She's also a 2K counter, which is nuts. So essentially, if I have a Whitebeard already and I have 2 Dawn left because I'm already attaching to a leader and a character, I will play her and I'll have an extra blocker for that turn. And if she's in the hand, she's also a 2K, obviously. I've already explained that. So that's going to help you out. Your next 6-drop character is the boy Diamond Jozu. He's a 7,000 base power character and a 1K counter. And on play, you can return a character other than himself to your hand, and you return a character with a cost of 6 or less to your opponent's hand. Has come up a lot. I typically, if I don't see Yamato, obviously I'm gonna play him because next following turn it's gonna be a 8K swing or base 7K swing, depending on the situation. If I am Whitebeard and he's the only other character, I'll put 2 Dawn on him, and he's gonna be a 9K swing. So it's gonna be hard for your opponent's leader to get out of that unless they have an event. Sorry about that. The next card, most broken card in the deck, I Am Whitebeard. This is from the Ace Newgate structure deck. And its main effect, if your leader includes Whitebeard type pirates, you can play up to 1 Ever Newgate from your hand, whether it be the 9-cost Newgate, any Newgate, whatever you play. You played the 8, the 7, the 10. You can play him for essentially 8 Dawn instead of 10. and you can add a card from the top of your life, and your leader gains an extra 2,000 power until the end of the opponent's next turn. I have a philosophy where I am protective of my first life, and I don't take a life unless I take it with Iron Whitebeard. Unless I'm bricked to death, then I obviously have to take it, but I don't let my opponents touch my life until after I am Whitebeard. Next card up, the one of 9 cost Newgate. He'll on play. Your leader's going to gain 2,000 power until the end of the next turn, and then you can add life cards from your hand using your own card effects during this turn. Unfortunately, um, if you attach to Don and you swing with them, you can KO 2 opponent's characters at 3,000 power or less. That's where the Ace Sabo Luffy comes in, which is a tech card that I'm gonna play for Hina. I did forget to mention that. I'm gonna swap her out for that. 10 drop Newgate. What is there to say about this card? He's a blocker. He's 12,000 power. When he's played, you can draw 2 cards, you trash one from your hand, and then you can give Rested Dawn to your leader and character. You can put 2 on leader and 2 on character. So when you use Iron Whitebeard and you put another 2 Dawn on your ace, you're 10k character, and you have another character with potentially 8 or 9. So, and very big body, kind of hard to get rid of unless you red rock. Uh, Next 10 drop is Gold Roger or Goldie Roger, Ace's Papa. So he has rush, and whenever yourself or your opponent has 0 life, they can't activate blocker. What is there to say about this card? It's busted. I actually yesterday I went to locals, not with this deck, but I went to Demu and my buddy Hoff dropped this on me and kind of cooked me. 3 red rock, 6 cost, and you can place any character at the bottom of the owner's deck. Same with this trigger, but it has to be a cost of 4 or less. It's unfortunate. We're gonna lose it in rotation, unfortunately, because it is a block 1 card. It's gonna get replaced with more than likely Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, essentially Red Rock at home. But we'll see. We'll see kind of what happens with the format as we go from there. The other card that we're gonna end up losing is the 9 cost Newgate, which I'll show him again real quick, which is this guy. But we're getting a Zoro, a red Zoro that does essentially the same thing. And if your opponent, I believe that Zoro, if there's a character with 8,000 or more power, it gains rush, which is a lot better, and it's 7. So they make you go first. Well, you just technically I am Whitebeard for that turn. The one tech card I played because it was mentioned in our Discord was this if I bow down to power, what's the point of living? This is from 2 weeks ago, actually. But I'm recording this 2 weeks after I won with the deck. The main effect came up in most of basically all of my matches. It came up. So my opponents were stacked with blockers. I'm like, okay, well, you got no life. I'm gonna bait this. If you don't use your blocker, okay, well, I'm gonna use ace to swing at you. And GG's. Never got to use the counter. Never really did. But either got puddinged. I had to trash it because it was way too early in the game. But when the card was there to finish the game, hey, let let's go for the kill. So yeah, that's a deck profile, guys. Hope y'all like and subscribe, please. Peace.